Hey guys, I'm back. Let's get cracking with the rest of the create and edit puzzle page. So basically I've realized that these images over here are quite small and I may want to allow myself to click on one and open it in a new tab at the original size. So I think I can do that quite easily just by um, wrapping, maybe wrapping this, or just actually adding an on click here. And we can go and say pretty much that but I'm going to stick to our callback approach on open image, and we can just go image URL on open image equals use callback image URL image URL string window.open image URL. No dependencies. Let's move this just to above changing the word, because that would be like the order of actions. What happens if I click it? Click. Yay! So it opens up full size. And we don't have to bother with, opening this thing in the app. I wonder why it's doing that though. Let's go and open, let's add all of these. I've opened it. Now I'm going back. Open it again. Open another one. Go back. Open another. Okay, all good. I think what maybe might have happened is after I opened it the first time, the hot reloading maybe triggered somehow, and our use effect over here probably cleaned up and revoked that object URL. I don't know. Let's see. Let's monitor that. Love the office. Okay, cool. So now we can view these images at their original size. Oh, it's doing that again. Maybe I should actually look at this. I wonder if it's the cleanup. Just seems a bit too volatile. It might be that I'm in development and it's something to do with the hot reloading. Save, click. But now we seem okay. Delete something. Is it after I delete something? Why is it? Let me go, and I know I've added on remove image, revoke the URL. I'm not sure why that would be the case. Open you, open you, open you, open you again, close you. Let's just go save. Still working, still working. Okay, let's delete something. There it seems, now it seems fine. So for some reason that revoking the URL was messing with the other images. And if I remove that, don't have performance issues, because it was more just the creation. So I'm just gonna remove that revoke stuff until we really need it again. Then I might investigate further. Okay, all good. What's next? Oh yes, we need to actually indicate if this image has a partial match. So we're going to need some more state here. Partial match boolean, and that'll be required. False. In this case, we want to, I think we want a checkbox. And as far as I know, I've removed that checkbox because Daisy UI has one. Checkbox. There we go. Input type checkbox. Default check. Cool. Is that what I want? Label, form control. I Don't know if I want my label to be on the left though. But something like this could work. How do you do it? Okay. Cool, we can use you. Maybe we'll just... wonder if we can also reuse this code. I think we might be able to. Let's just go checkbox. And by default, we'll make the label align left. But we could always change that by updating the class name here. So that's going to be a type checkbox. This is going to be checkbox. We can remove this. I've just noticed that this is still as width full. It doesn't need it. Yeah, we need width full. Focus, yeah, that's cool. All good, that's still working. Value disabled. Cool, I think that should work. Let's add it to our components. And this was actually present in my component library. I just removed it recently with the Daisy UI migration, but now I'm realizing as I go, I can't really use this directly because it's got some internal sort of API that I don't want to have to remember each time I want to make a checkbox. Like, you know, adding labels and making sure I have the right class names. So I'm just making a component again, and let's try use it. Checkbox. What happens if I add it? Yay, we got that. How do I get your awesome... I want it to be the branded color. Checkbox primary. Because that I think looks nicer. Yes, awesome. Looks nice. Can remove the focus, I think, because it's added the focus automatically. Cool. And now it obviously needs a label because who knows what this checkbox means. And I think the text input could also use a label. So we'll just go label equals word placeholder, enter word. Cool. We will not limit you anymore. Word, enter word. Checkbox needs a label. Partial match. Not aligned row, but we're going to make it a column. And I might increase this gap a bit. Increase the size of the images because now the alignment is just completely whack. Select and selected images I might call add images. Add images, selected images. Not crazy about this UI. And I mean, it works. I feel like these labels should even be... It actually might make more sense if they were table headers. Like, maybe this should be a table. But I'm going to be doing sorting and I don't really want to mess with the table stuff too much. What can we do? Because I really don't like this. even though it's just me using it, it's like, I still want the back end stuff to look amazing, you know. Let's go. Oh, I wonder if we shouldn't make a table. Table would look a bit more like this. Just be a bit more structured. Won't be repeating our labels. Yes. I'm going to do a table here instead. And then we don't need to have any styles there. We can just go, let's see quickly how we can do this table. How quickly we can make this table. So we got table.head, table.row. We're going to have a few columns. Image, word, partial match, actions. Okay, then we're going to have table body. Table body, we want to pop table.row in there. .row. Don't need to add any of these styles anymore. We do need table cells though. Table.cell for each column. And awesome. Let's see how that looks. Okay, we can remove the labels from the inputs now. And we can remove this. Doesn't have to be a column anymore. Yeah, oh, so much better. It's just so much cleaner. It still is not ideal, but might even remove selected images now because it's fairly obvious these are images are selected. That's so much better. Cool. And I think we'll still be able to rearrange things just fine. Yay. Cool. Okay. That's that. We need to update partial match, which is gonna be something like value is image dot has partial match on change. Wow, what's wrong with the value here? Why can't the value be? Value has to be Boolean. Boolean? No, it's not value. When you use a HTML input, it's checked, right? We say checked. So let's see if that'll work. Checked. Yes, that's what I want. And then on change is just going to be event. We want to pass the event to on change image has partial match. Image partial match. We'll pass the event and the index. And that's going to be very similar to on change image word. Partial match dot has partial match event dot target checked. Does it work like that? Can't remember. Let's see. Width seems to be working. Just confirm. Puzzle images. Boom. Is that changing? Yes, it's true. And now it should be false. Yes, okay. Sweet, that's working. Cole's finding something funny. Okay, happy with that. Next thing we need to look at is the sorting. So, for the sorting, if you remember, we actually had we did it in the puzzle game itself. And we kind of created this sortable list that I pulled from our recipe app thing, and I said I need to add it to the components. I think I want to do that now. Let's just make sure it'll still apply to us. So it's going to take items, we're going to render an item, and then we're going to do an on change. I think this will work for us. So let's go to components. We actually want to add this to our component library now. And I think I'm going to need to add these packages there instead. So we're going to add exact. And exact is just going to give us, it's going to save the exact versions. So that whenever we are, on a team, we all have the same versions. The CI has the same versions. Cool. Let's add those two components, and then we'll also need to remove it from the app. And then we can't forget to export it, sortable list. And then where we're using it in the app, we just need to make sure that it's now coming from components. And we'll be using it somewhere else as well. No, not there. Yes. Perfect. So now we have a reusable component. Just update the app package. And anytime we, need sorting, we already have it. So that's great. Let's use it. Okay, so how did we use it the first time? We're basically we're generating a list of items, passing a render item function, and then handling some sort of changed state. Okay, that's easy enough. So let's go do the same with our puzzle form. And in that case, we're going to replace this entire thing with what we see over here. And each item we're going to move into like a render item thing. So I might just do that first. So it's something like that. Okay. So we'll go, let's just copy that. Const render puzzle image. Is that the same thing? Yeah, pretty much. Use callback. Pass the image, index. We probably can just return directly here. No, don't save anything just yet. We're going to return a component. Let's just type this correctly. Index is a number. Image is going to be type of puzzle images. Yes, that. Image is a type of one of them. And then if you don't mind, please give me this. And I'll pop you in here. Our key. We need to set a key. And that's pretty much exactly what we had. So we can actually go ahead and update this now. So instead of returning this entire thing, we're just going to go render puzzle image. Boom. Something's bombed out. Let's see. What's wrong? Error formatting document. What's the problem? It's not liking something. I can't see it in here. Check the server. Reload. Yes, okay. No, it might bomb out again. No, that's fine. Okay, so it's working as normal. Not sure what happened there. So now all we have to do is use our sortable list here. We're going to go items equals puzzle images. We're going to go, oh, why don't you like that? It wants an ID, it needs an ID, okay. We can do that for you, no worries. ID string, and the ID can just be maybe the name. I hope it's unique. Actually, yes, ID has to be name has to be unique because that's what we're using to that's what we are using to check if we should add new images or not. And I was just thinking now we need to remember when we save this data, when we upload it to storage, we need to replace the file name with some kind of random generated UID or something. Because I might save images as R-Spy with .r, but when someone downloads it, I don't want them seeing that because it's going to tell them exactly what it means. So I might just make a note to do SS. When saving the images, generate a UID for the file name to avoid giving the game away. Cool. Okay, so we got our ID in there. Now we need a render item. It's just simple as that. On change is going to be an on sort puzzle images. And that is just going to be quite simply taking the new, yep, pretty much, setting them. You're going to need something there. What's the problem? Why are you complaining? Pretty again? It's complaining about something down here. I don't understand. T-body. Oh, okay. Anyway, I don't think that's our issue. Not quite sure what our issue is right now. Can't see on this in this editor at the moment. No, that's the old stuff. Use callback. Type of set puzzle images. Yes. So what's the issue here? Just restart this. I don't know why Prettier is complaining all of a sudden. No such file or directory open. Tailwind pre-flight. Never seen that one before. Yarn. Dev. It's just Prettier that seems to be bombing out. Let me restart VS Code. Now it worked. Okay, I just restarted VS Code and that's, turned it off and on again. Usually works, so crisis averted. Let us now see, hopefully, we can sort these things. And we're getting this warning that div can't appear as a descendant of T-body. I think it's because we are rendering a div here. That kind of sucks. A div that is wrapping table row. And that's what I was sort of hoping I wouldn't run into issues like this, but I wonder what else we can do here. Because we need this div to apply styles to sort of attach listeners and stuff. But now I'm just wondering if we can... Oh, wait, I'm not even using sortable item here. Missing that. And what do you need, sortable item? What are you wanting? RD, okay, can do that. RD equals image.rd. Still gonna give us this issue, but I think now our sorting is gonna work. Yeah, it's this div. Wonder how else we can do this. Ideally, I can actually just go use sortable. So in this scenario, I might want to do this stuff manually and just use sortable over here. And then we can avoid using sortable list item. We can just pop it directly onto table row. Is that the best approach? Or could I create another component specifically for tables? Something like just by changing the element there. Not sure what the best way of handling that is. I might just take a step back and think about this one. Go for a walk. Cool, and then yes, and I might just come back to this one. So yeah, I think I'll see you in the next video. But for now, we've got some basic start to our sorting. And yeah, cool. So for now, I've got to say cheers in Greek, and I think you say antio, antio.